Hello, sweet friends, and welcome back to my home. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca. Welcome. Before you leave today, I hope that you will hit that subscribe button and join my YouTube family. We're just happy to have you. Be sure and leave me your name and where you're watching from so I can say hello. Today I'm decorating my kitchen for fall, and this is a little change up for me because I'm going more of a neutral in my kitchen for this fall. I'm calling it my Autumn Organic Fall Farmhouse Kitchen. And I ordered these curtains through Amazon.com, and believe it or not, I run them through the laundry and I bleach them. I wanted to give them a little bit more age-old look, like they have been hanging up in my kitchen for quite some time. I love the color of the curtains. They're going along with the rest of the theme. Now I want to go ahead and decorate my shelf that I got from Hobby Lobby years ago. And I've enjoyed having this shelf for many years. And I'm adding my Raydon butter dish along with some little soup tureens that's in the shape of pumpkins with the lids. Maybe one day I'll make some soup and enjoy the soup in these little soup bowls. Continuing on to the top of my shelf, I'm going to add this little art of a pear that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I believe it was like, $3.79 with 40% off, so around a little over $2. I need to get a better stand. I have some, I just can't find them. So this will have to do for now. A little ironstone creamer that I found at Vendor Village while walking through the other day. I did have to pay $10 for it, but that's okay. I love to collect them. Over here on the cutting board that I leave here on my counter, I love to keep it there for cutting fruits and vegetables, as well as something hot coming out of the oven. I can set it right there as well. I have this little vintage strainer that I got from Amazon.com, and I'm going to keep a couple of cups and some saucers there for a hot cup of coffee at any time of the day or a hot cup of tea. And let's not forget the fall decor that I wanted to add is a little pumpkin right here by the dishes, all in the same color. So I love how this all came out. I have another little riser that I got from Hobby Lobby. Some autumn colored towels. Here's my pop of color. A little scrubber for my sink. And I love these amber jars with the apothecary label on it. I got 3 of those in a package from Lowe's one day, and I'm happy to get those. And I just fill them up with soap when I need them. So just adding the little vase with the pop of color of flowers. Now, I didn't decorate these on camera. I went ahead and put them together because I have to climb. Sometimes I have to get Larry to help me. But I put a lot of neutral woods and creams, a few pumpkins, and this is what I originally had on the top shelf. But I thought that the 2 black signs were competing with each other, so I took that down and added the vase, and I think I like that so much better. And then down on the next shelf was the new still art of the pears, and I just love that. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It was like $9, and I just paired some little things that I had on hand with it, and I love how it all came out together. Over here on my scale, I add some of my green colored pumpkins along with some corn husk. Moving over to my hooks, it's just under the end of my countertop. I just want to add a few things today. And the first thing that I want to add is my acorn cutting board. Now, I got this many years ago when I ordered it online from Dillards.com, and they were running a clearance, and I picked this up. I've loved it. I bring it out every year in my autumn decor in my kitchen somewhere, and I still love it to this day, and I'm going to put it here on this hook along with a couple of little scrubbers. I just love how these look. I don't want to use them. I've got them more for decoration. And another thing that I'm going to add on the hook is a towel. I got a set of 4 towels, and I found these at Amazon.com, and I just love them. They have this vintage look. They're like a waffle weave texture with some of the darker color browns and with leaves and pumpkins, and I was so happy to find these. And I'll have those linked in my Amazon storefront under fall favorites for this year. Moving on over in front of my pantry doors is a little area that I love to decorate, and I have an apron that I hang there, different aprons for different seasons, a little stool, and of course my calendar, which I just love, and I order that from Amazon.com. In the pocket of the apron, I like to always add something. So for this year, I just have a little pumpkin. This one is new from Hobby Lobby this year. I love the color, and there's my pop of color in the little apron. And I also have put together a small apple basket, and I have just sort of chucked it full of all kinds of cutting boards, corn, pumpkins, and also I have a cloth that I had cross-stitched many years ago, and I bring it out each season and place it somewhere in my home. And it's just some cross-stitch I did of leaves on one corner, and I usually use this to cover hot bread or biscuits. During the holidays, I used to cook big meals and have family members over. I don't do that anymore. I just sort of wait for the invite anymore. So it's sort of fun to do it that way now. The next area that I want to decorate is my stove area. And I did find 2 new wreaths. Maybe they're more like candle rings, but I hung them above my stove on the cabinet doors, and I love how this is turned out. And again, here is my pop of color. I don't know why I think I have to have something hanging over my stove, but I guess when I'm standing there cooking, it would be pleasant to have something to look at. And I found this steel art at Hobby Lobby this year. I did go back and get it, And I just love the colors, the vintage feel to this print, and also the pears. I am loving the pears this year, and I really didn't want to overdo it, but I did get about 3 art pieces to go in my kitchen. Over on the right of my stove, I have 3 cutting boards. One is thrifted in the back, the second one Larry's made, and the dark black slate one came from Hobby Lobby years ago. And I just love adding as many cutting boards in my kitchen as I can. This little riser I got from Hobby Lobby when they had a spring sale. They finally got their spring in late. They run a big sale, and I did a stock up on a lot of things. I added a few of my favorite items on this little riser: my salt and pepper shaker, my measuring spoons, and then my big salt and pepper that I cook with. Then moving over here on the right of the countertop, I just want to add a little vignette over here by the plug. And sometimes it gets dark in these corners, so I like to add a little light. So I've added a cutting board, and you see I placed it over the plug. I do like to hide the plugs. They're not that ugly, but for some reason I just think they take away from the look of the tile. So I've added a small tray that I got from Hobby Lobby, and they still sell those. And I have an autumn colored riser. It's like a cupcake stand, and I set my lamp on it that I got from Amazon.com. I love this little lamp in my kitchen. And I put together in this crock some new florals from Hobby Lobby, and I love these dark colored sunflowers, and along with the larger bead spray, I think it just looks adorable. And I added a few of the mushrooms, like I said, just a few, not a lot. And I thought that this vignette turned out just adorable. But when I get up early of the morning, this little lamp just puts off just enough light where I can walk through without having to switch on bright lights. So I just love it there. And on the front of my stove, I am adding a couple of tea towels, and I had told you that I got 4 of them. I'm using 3 in my kitchen, and 1 of them I'm going to put in my guest bath. But I just love everything about the color of these tea towels and also the texture of them. But I just love them. I do have them linked if it's something you're looking for. Look at the rustic colors on these. I just love it. Last but not least, I do want to put a centerpiece here on the middle of my counter. Now, I found this tray at Hobby Lobby, and I gave $10 for it. I don't think I could go to Goodwill and find anything like that for $10. And I have this ironstone pitcher that I got from Hobby Lobby many years ago. Added some wheat to it. I don't want anything too bright here in the center to take away from all of my neutral colors that I have in my kitchen this year. And then these pears I thrifted at a yard sale. I was so happy to find them, and I just love them. And I put them in my cloche that I got from Michael's, and I think it's just turned out adorable. I did find a candle called Buttery Pumpkin this year, and I found this one at Hobby Lobby, and I usually don't pick up extra candles. I usually use Candleberry, but I love the color of this. I love the wood lid color to it, and just thought this would be my pop of color here. And how adorable is it on this tray that I got from Hobby Lobby for $10. So here is my, what I call my autumn organic fall farmhouse kitchen.